Have you been working hard to eat healthy and exercise, but just can't seem to shed those extra pounds? Well, you're not alone. But the truth is, there could be some not so obvious reasons why you're not losing weight. That's what I'm going to cover in today's video. Hi, I'm Lesya, and if you're new to this channel, I talk about all things holistic weight loss for women. If that's you, consider subscribing. Today I'm going to cover 5 reasons you're not losing weight. These are not the typical reasons you've probably already heard, like you eat too much or you don't exercise enough BS. You already know all of that. I want to uncover the not so obvious reasons that you might not even have considered, but you need to if you want to lose weight and keep it off. Are you ready to go deep and nerd out with me? Let's do it. The number one reason you're not losing weight is due to inflammation. Now, not all inflammation is bad, but when you overload your body with too much inflammation from physical and mental stress, you get chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is systemic and affects the entire body. Chronic inflammation can prevent weight loss by interfering with the normal function of your body's metabolism. When the body is in a state of inflammation, it triggers the release of certain cytokines and hormones that can lead to insulin resistance and an increase in hunger signals. This can result in you overeating and a lots of accumulation of fat, especially around the belly area. In addition, chronic inflammation can also interfere with your body's ability to burn fat and break down stored fat, as it activates processes that prioritize the storage of fat rather than using it. This leads to a slower metabolism and a harder time losing weight. One of the biggest culprits of chronic inflammation is rancid oils and stress. Polyunsaturated fats, which are prone to become rancid, can promote the production of toxic substances in your arteries, which promote chronic inflammation throughout your entire body. To avoid this, do not consume anything with canola, safflower, peanut, and sunflower oils. Instead, focus on healthy fat sources such as coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, and macadamia nut oil. Then there's stress, good old stress. Chronic stress can cause inflammation in the body through the release of the hormone cortisol. Now we'll get to stress more in a minute, but cortisol is produced by the adrenal glands in response to stress and has several functions in the body, including regulating blood sugar, immune function, and blood pressure. When your body experiences chronic stress, cortisol levels remain elevated for too long, which can cause long-term changes in your body's processes. One of the consequences of elevated cortisol is increased inflammation. Cortisol stimulates the production of cytokines, which are proteins that promote inflammation in the body. If you want to lose weight, you must address chronic inflammation. This can be done through lifestyle changes, such as eating a whole food diet, reducing stress, and getting regular exercise. Avoiding foods that trigger inflammation, such as sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats can also be helpful. Also, incorporating anti-inflammatory foods, such as leafy greens, fatty fish, and berries into your diet can help reduce inflammation and promote weight loss. Now, speaking of stress, remember, we were going to go back to that because too much cortisol from stress is the second reason you aren't losing weight, no matter how little you eat or how much you exercise. Stress also has psychological and emotional things that get in the way of weight loss. When you're stressed, you get cortisol. This puts you in fight or flight, where functions like digestion and protein synthesis are paused. Your body is now focused on survival, not weight loss. Cortisol suppresses insulin secretion, inhibits glucose uptake into your cells, and disrupts insulin signaling to muscle tissue. When cortisol levels are elevated due to chronic stress, it can lead to an increase of hunger signals and cravings for sugary or high carbohydrate foods. This can result in overeating and lots of belly fat, making it very difficult to lose weight. Not only does it cause weight loss resistance, but can also increase inflammation, like I just mentioned, and hypertension. How fun, right? No. So does not only stress make you fat, but it can also kill you. To reduce the impact of cortisol on weight loss, it's important to adapt stress-reducing habits and make time for self-care. I learned this the hard way when too much stress caused me to gain and hold on to 50 extra pounds. Cortisol is no joke. You need to take your stress seriously before it wreaks havoc on your health and your skinny jeans. The third reason you're not losing weight is that you don't have your blood sugar balanced, otherwise known as glycemic variation. This term refers to the level and intensity of which your blood sugar fluctuates. If your blood sugar gets too high, your body has two choices: move the sugar into your muscles and liver or store it as fat. If your muscles and liver don't have enough room for the excess sugar, your body will store it as fat. Another reason why imbalanced blood sugar can halt weight loss is by interfering with your body's metabolism and hunger signals. When blood sugar levels are unstable, it can cause fluctuations in insulin levels, leading to changes in hunger and energy levels. For example, when blood sugar levels drop way too quickly, the body releases more insulin to bring them back up. This can result in feelings of fatigue, irritability, and intense cravings for sugary or high-carb foods. Have you ever been hangry? That's what happened. When these cravings are indulged, blood sugar levels rise quickly, only to drop again shortly after, leading to this vicious cycle of spikes and crashes. In addition to causing cravings and overeating, imbalanced blood sugar can also make it difficult to burn fat as the body becomes less sensitive to insulin. This means that even when you are eating a healthy diet and exercising regularly, it can be still very difficult to lose weight. To maintain balanced blood sugar levels and promote weight loss, it's important to focus on eating balanced meals that include protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Avoiding sugary foods, refined carbohydrates, and skipping meals can also help regulate blood sugar levels and prevent insulin spikes. Also, incorporating regular physical activity into your routine can help improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier for your body to use glucose for energy instead of storing it as fat. The fourth reason you're not losing weight despite trying it all is that your sleep sucks. That's right, it sucks. When it comes to fat loss, research has shown that if you only get 4 to 5 hours of sleep, this can lead to insulin resistance, high blood sugar, diabetes, sugar cravings, and weight gain. Poor sleep can cause weight loss resistance by disrupting hormones that regulate your hunger and your fullness signals. When the body doesn't get enough restful sleep, levels of hormone like leptin and ghrelin can become imbalanced, leading to increased hunger and decreased feelings of fullness. That's why you want to always eat sugary foods when you're tired. This can result in you overeating and gaining weight. In addition, lack of sleep can also increase cortisol levels. Remember her? As I mentioned before, elevated cortisol levels can cause insulin resistance and promote fat storage, especially in the abdominal area, making it very difficult to lose weight. Poor sleep can also interfere with your body's metabolism and make it hard to burn fat and break down stored fat. This can lead to slower metabolism and decreased energy levels, making it very difficult to stick to a healthy diet and exercise routine. I'm not sure who came up with the saying, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," but it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Our hustle till your eyes bleed, sacrifice sleep culture is making us fatter and sicker and is literally killing us softly. It's important to prioritize sleep and get enough restful sleep each night. Establishing a consistent sleep routine, reducing exposure to screens before bedtime, and creating a relaxing sleep environment can all help improve your sleep quality. Tell me in the comments, how many hours of sleep do you get a night on average? The fifth reason you aren't losing weight is that you have programmed bad brain habits that are keeping you stuck, self-sabotaging, yo-yo dieting, and stuck on the all or nothing diet train. This is one that most weight loss experts don't talk about, but it's so important. And I spend a whole module on this inside my Holistic Clean Keto weight loss program for women for a reason. Basically, your mental drama keeps holding you back from reaching and sustaining your weight loss goals. After coaching hundreds of women, the biggest roadblock that I see them face is their own selves. They struggle with self-sabotage, emotional eating, the all or nothing mentality, and staying on track. It's like they know what to do, they just struggle with actually following through. Women who struggle with staying on track come up against mindset blocks that, unless removed, will keep them stuck on the endless diet roller coaster. Here's the thing, you can't change what you can't see. You might not even be aware of these mindset blocks because they have become rooted habits in your subconscious mind. And I want you to know that your mental blocks have nothing to do with your lack of willpower or lack of motivation. They are a part of you being a human with a brain that has two goals: keep you safe and avoid change. Your subconscious habits are like the root of a tree. You don't see them, but they are deeply ingrained in your brain. They are simply habits that the oldest part of your brain, the reptilian brain, stored and repeats on autopilot because you've repeated those behaviors so many times. The good news is that you can reprogram and rewire your brain to stop sabotaging your weight loss so you can finally lose weight and keep it off once and for all. If you're ready to address all of these issues and start losing weight consistently, I want to invite you to watch my training on my 4-step approach to holistic clean keto lifestyle. This system will show you how to reduce inflammation, balance your blood sugar, manage your stress, improve sleep, and bust those bad brain habits so you can finally reach your weight loss goals. Check out the link in the description for the class. I'll see you there.